I'm Julian Hall, the founder and CEO of Ultra Education CIC, a multi-award-winning social enterprise that for the last 9 years has been dedicated to teaching entrepreneurship to children as young as 6. I'm also the creator of YoBuddy.com, an exciting e-commerce marketplace that we like to call Amazon for kids' businesses. YoBuddy.com is a platform where young entrepreneurs can showcase and sell their products. We currently feature over 300 products from 120 kidpreneur sellers. My passion for entrepreneurship is at the heart of everything I do. Through Ultra Education and YoBuddy, I've been building one of the UK's fastest growing ecosystems of kidpreneurs, parent educators, youth professionals, and business leaders. I'm driven by a mission to support the next generation, and I'd love to share some key milestones from my journey with you today. My entrepreneurial journey began early. I earned a full academic scholarship at Latimer Upper School at the age of 10. At 18, I launched my first business, demonstrating my early commitment to innovation and entrepreneurship. I started my career in investment banking, working with companies like Morgan Stanley, Societe Generale, Schroders, and GE. This experience gave me invaluable insights into finance and business strategy, which I later used to build my own enterprises. I'm proud to have founded the first Black-owned digital agency in Europe, a groundbreaking moment that set new standards for diversity in the tech industry. I've also contributed to academia as a co-writer of 2 university degrees in entrepreneurship, helping shape how future generations learn about business and innovation. As a founding member of UK Black Tech, I've worked to increase Black representation in the UK tech sector. My efforts have been recognised globally. I've been featured on Forbes.com and am an active member of Tech London Advocates and Global Tech Advocates. I've published 3 best-selling business books and have had the privilege of speaking in 15 countries on entrepreneurship, innovation, and digital transformation. These opportunities have allowed me to share my insights and shape conversations around entrepreneurship on a global scale. Throughout my journey, I've been honoured with 17 business awards, including the British Citizen Award for Education. My work has even been recognised in the Black Cultural Archives, marking my impact on the business community and cultural history. Recently, I was awarded the inaugural Virgin Unite Founders Award, which celebrates impactful work in social enterprise and entrepreneurship. One of my most meaningful collaborations was with the Royal Family, where I helped develop a digital money management course that has been downloaded over 150,000 times since its launch in 2018. I've also co-founded Take Your Shot Studios, a co-working space in Wembley Park for minority-led tech startups and entrepreneurs. As an entrepreneur in residence at several institutions, including Benenden School, Putney High, and the Open University, I've had the chance to mentor and inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs. I'm also involved in various leadership roles, including as a Global Council member of the Shakespeare Globe and Fellow at the Royal Society of Arts. These roles allow me to contribute to thought leadership and social change. I'm a judge at the West London Business Awards and a member of the Company of Entrepreneurs, where I continue to support and nurture emerging talent. My content on YouTube has reached over 1.2 million views, amplifying the message of entrepreneurship and education to a global audience. I was also honoured to speak at the 20th anniversary of Disrupting for Good on Necker Island, hosted by Sir Richard Branson and Virgin Unite. All of these experiences have not only helped to create opportunities for young entrepreneurs, but also helped build a strong network of supporters and allies committed to positive change. So, whether you're here because you've always wanted to start your own business or you're just curious about entrepreneurship, there is no better time than now to explore it. My hope is that by the end of today's session, you'll feel inspired. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the next big entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone that does what they love and makes money from it. What sets entrepreneurs apart is their ability to think creatively and innovate around existing ideas or products. For example, while a business owner might buy a banana for 50p and sell it for £1, an entrepreneur could create a workshop on the benefits of bananas and charge £100 per attendee. They could also develop a unique banana product, package it differently, and sell it for a premium price. The value isn't in just the product, but in the unique approach to marketing and selling it. Another example is in dentistry. A business owner might run a dental practice offering standard dental services. An entrepreneur, on the other hand, could develop a brand of toothbrushes or mouthwash, improve dental equipment, and sell these innovations to other dental practices. They could even franchise their business model, spreading it across the country. In essence, entrepreneurs think beyond simple transactions. They innovate, create, and find new ways to scale their ideas and maximize impact or profit. A founder is someone who starts a company, usually from scratch, often as an entrepreneur. Founders are known for identifying a problem, creating a solution, and then bringing that solution to market. They are the visionaries who come up with an idea and take the initial steps to turn that idea into a business. However, founders do not always end up running the company they create. They may be exceptional at launching the company, but not necessarily at scaling it. Take Google, for instance. Larry Page and Sergey Brin founded the company, but as it grew, they hired Eric Schmidt to serve as CEO because they recognized that their strengths were in innovation, not in scaling the business. This is common. Many founders step back once the company reaches a certain level of growth, passing the reins to someone with more experience in scaling operations. Another example is Monster Energy drink. The person who transformed it into the globally recognized brand wasn't the original founder of the beverage company it emerged from. He bought a pre-existing company, created something entirely new, making him an entrepreneur, but not a founder. Entrepreneurship comes in various forms, each with its unique focus and approach. Here are some of the main types. Solopreneurs. These are entrepreneurs who work alone and manage all aspects of their businesses themselves. They often operate small-scale ventures that allow them to retain full control over their work and output. Intrapreneurs. These individuals act entrepreneurially within an existing company. They innovate and create new products, services, or processes that benefit their employer whilst having the perceived safety net of a stable job. Tech entrepreneurs. Tech entrepreneurs often differ from traditional entrepreneurs as they may start a business that doesn't generate immediate revenue, but instead create significant value. For example, platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter did not make money for years, but gained enormous value by attracting millions of users. Niche entrepreneurs. Some entrepreneurs focus on building businesses around specific industries. For example, authors may develop businesses around their books by building a personal brand, offering workshops, coaching, and keynote speaking, all centered around the content of their books. Social entrepreneurs. These entrepreneurs focus on creating social impact and solving societal problems through their businesses. Unlike charities which rely on grants and donations, social entrepreneurs have a double bottom line. They aim to create social impact whilst also generating revenue and profit to sustain their operations. Commercial entrepreneurs. This is the traditional view of entrepreneurship, centered around generating profit and maximizing financial returns. In tech and other high-growth industries, these are often venture-backed entrepreneurs who seek to scale their businesses rapidly and provide substantial returns to investors. Lifestyle entrepreneurs. Lifestyle entrepreneurs design their businesses around their personal lives. They may prioritize working fewer hours or maintaining a flexible schedule over maximizing profit. This type of entrepreneurship is common amongst those with caregiving responsibilities, health conditions, or other personal commitments where the business is meant to support their desired lifestyle rather than scaling massively. Scalable entrepreneurs. Scalable entrepreneurs build a business that can grow rapidly and reach a large audience or market. These businesses have significant growth potential, attracting investors who look at the total addressable market or TAM to gauge how many potential customers could be reached. Examples of scalable businesses include Uber, DoorDash, and Airbnb, all of which have expanded globally to meet widespread demand for transportation, food delivery, and accommodation. Each type of entrepreneurship serves a different purpose, caters to different needs, and requires different strategies to succeed. Understanding these types can help you identify which path aligns best with you, your goals, and capabilities. Most entrepreneurs possess a core set of skills and qualities to help them succeed. One of the key skills is the ability to identify gaps or problems that need solving for a specific group of people who are willing to pay for that solution. Beyond that, successful entrepreneurs also know how to gather the necessary resources, whether it's financial capital or human talent, to develop and bring a product or service to market. They also have a mindset that helps them to navigate the various challenges they encounter, which often include managing both large-scale and small-scale failures along the way while staying committed to their journey. Entrepreneurship often involves doing something that's never been done before, which requires a lot of trial and error and can be discouraging at times. That's why grit is so essential for entrepreneurs today. Grit is defined as passion and perseverance towards long-term goals. It's crucial in entrepreneurship. It's the ability to maintain enthusiasm and persistence over time, even when facing setbacks and challenges. This quality enables entrepreneurs to stay motivated and focused on their goals, regardless of the obstacles. To develop these entrepreneurial skills and mindsets, the foundational element is being passionate about the problem you are solving and truly loving what you do. Whilst it might sound cliche, entrepreneurship is filled with challenges, and the journey can be long and demanding. Without passion, it is hard to stay committed through tough times. And if you don't love what you're doing, your product, service, or solution is likely to be subpar or mediocre, which won't attract attention or generate sustainable sales. These skills and qualities are not developed overnight. They are honed over time as a byproduct of entrepreneurial grit and consistently doing what you love over a prolonged period. To decide if a business idea is worth pursuing, the best approach is to test it in the real world. The acid test of whether an idea has value is whether people are willing to pay for it. If you can get one person to pay for your product or service and then another, it shows that there is demand for what you are offering. When choosing a business to start, it's important to have a strong personal interest in the idea, ideally something that you are passionate about. This passion should translate into being able to offer value that stands out from what is currently available. The only way to determine if an idea is viable is by testing it with the target audience and getting their feedback. Paul Graham, a famous investor, coined the term product market fit. It describes the point at which a company's product is in high demand by its target customers, who are using it and recommending it in large enough numbers to sustain the company's growth and profitability. Many entrepreneurs make the mistake of creating products or services they think the market needs without validating the idea through customer feedback. They may spend many months or even years creating complex business plans, conducting lengthy research, or raising money from investors, but without talking to potential customers, they have no way of knowing if the idea will succeed. A key principle in startup circles is to fail fast and iterate quickly. This means that it's important to quickly test your assumptions and be prepared to adapt based on feedback. It's likely that some initial assumptions about the product, market, or customer needs will be incorrect. But that doesn't mean the idea itself is flawed, it simply means adjustments are needed. This iterative approach can take time and may be costly, but it's essential for refining your idea based on direct input from your audience and ensuring that you are truly solving a problem they care about. When it comes to testing your idea and figuring out if it has potential, there are some low to no cost ways to get started. One common approach is for startups to create a simple landing page that advertises a product or service that doesn't yet exist. The call to action might be something like sign up for more information or join the waiting list. Now, why do this? Because it helps you to gauge interest. If people are signing up, it indicates there could be real demand for your idea. You market this landing page to a broad audience, and if there's good uptake, that's a positive signal. Another great way is to develop a prototype and find ways to test it with your target audience. This could be face-to-face or online. You can even put together a focus group and get feedback on everything from the logo and design to pricing. These methods are low cost because they primarily cost your time, not money. And more importantly, they allow you to learn directly from your potential customers about what they actually want. This way, when you do launch, you're more likely to find success. Now, let's talk about learning from failure. It's important to view your idea as an experiment. Expect that most of your core assumptions may be wrong or need tweaking. And don't take it personally. This is all part of the process. Remember, most ideas are really close to the hearts of the entrepreneurs who create them, but that doesn't mean that they're fully formed or market ready. You'll need feedback, whether that's through surveys, interviews, or simply conversations to understand what customers are currently using to solve the problem you're addressing and where their current solutions fall short. This feedback is essential for refining your idea. So what about achieving early successes? If your idea is innovative or new to your market, you'll want to focus on who would be your early adopters. Early adopters are the people who are most likely to try out new things and provide feedback. For example, when the iPhone first came out, the early adopters were tech enthusiasts and people who were into the latest gadgets. For any new or groundbreaking product, you will need to find and target those early adopters before you try to appeal to the early majority or the late majority, which is basically the general public. The key is to understand well enough who in your target market would have the greatest problem that your product solves and who would see your solution as something that immediately addresses their needs, a headache pill rather than just a vitamin. Focus on solving a burning issue for them, and that's where you're likely to find early traction and success. Find this session and more at the Open Business Creators Hub.